In terms of weekly rhythms, I think of balancing between work and play and between family and social and personal time. So either you, if you're taking this course for yourself, for your own self-care, or if you're a provider helping your clients to figure this out. How much time are you spending at work? Probably too much for most people. And how much time are you spending at play? Just having fun, enjoying life, recreating. And then oftentimes I find people are giving so much of themselves to their families and maybe to their friends, and they're not taking any personal time for themselves. And there again is where sadhana, that practice of the traditional yoga, the 8 limbs, really helps, because there's such an emphasis on every day, or at least as often as you can, you will take a few minutes just for you to center, ground, and tune in to how you feel. What are your thought patterns? And is there a way that you can bring yourself a little bit more into balance? So one of the symptoms of trauma, or the effects of trauma, is I don't matter, I'm not important. And the way that I find importance for me, in one of the ways that I can make myself matter, is by caretaking and rescuing and meeting other people's needs at my own expense. And this, of course, will lead to either depression and or anxiety, because there will be a complete lack of balance. So really important to look at that in your own life or in the lives of those you are supporting. How can you advocate for yourself at work to work less? How can you make sure that you're taking time for yourself to play and to connect with yourself by turning inward? And yes, family is important, and socializing is very important. And sometimes people with a history of trauma, or people coping with anxiety and depression, don't socialize enough. So I do encourage people to smile, look other people in the eye, be friendly, be open, and at the same time have those boundaries so that you are in a healthy, balanced relationship with others in your life. And I find I always come back to boundaries. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. You've got to set that boundary for yourself so that you get that personal time, that self-care, and you've got to set boundaries with friends and family so that they don't take over your life or demand so much of you that you don't take care of yourself. You've got to set boundaries at work with either your boss or with your employees so that you're not taking on what isn't yours. And there's a balance there in all of these relationships, whether it's with coworkers or with friends or with family. And it just all starts with self-care. Once you set that boundary of really taking care of yourself, these other areas of your life will come into a healthy rhythm, and they will come into a balanced rhythm. And there will be a nice flow of energy between working and playing, between spending time with family and socializing, and spending time with yourself and practicing self-care. And part of that weekly rhythm too is to take more time, at least once a week, for playing and for self-care and for spending healthy quality time with friends and family. I would suggest unplugged, outdoors if possible, connect with nature, and get away from the screen that you're looking into right now. And in that weekly rhythm of taking a little more time to relax and de-stress and balance your energy, begins another rhythm, which I would say is more of a monthly rhythm, but you can do it once a week as well. And that is to assess and evaluate. Is my system working? What do I need to do to fine tune it? What do I need to do less of? What do I need to do more of? How am I really feeling? How are things really going? Is there some way I can get some of this stuff off of my plate and just have more time to enjoy life? At least once a week, hopefully taking a little bit of time for that, but definitely once a month. It's important to take the time to do that.